Case IH cooling package. This is going to be for, say, the Magnum T8 series. Now within the series, there's different applications, different setups, but the concept is the same. So this is actually an MX 230. So it has the early style setup because it has the odd coolers on the outside of the radiator. But we always start at the frame or the support. So you'll get the AC cooling, you'll get the engine after cooling, you'll get the radiator cooling, transmission, and or hydraulic coolers. From there, we go backward to the fan shroud, fan blade. If the fan has a viscous drive, then we include it, and then that's where we stop. So on the right hand side, same piece, support, AC, aftercooler, trans hydraulic cooler, and radiator. Shroud, fan, and viscous. So that is a base cooling package. Then based on the condition of the tractor, whether it had a fire or ran and drove. This one was a runner driver, so we tested everything on it. We know that everything worked good. We didn't have any leaks. If we can't run them and drive them, we can pressure test every one of these by just putting 10 psi into each one. If it holds for 10 minutes, we know that we don't have any leaks. So going forward from the base package, these tubes that connect, anything that connects to the cooling package that would be damaged in a wreck, a collision package if you will, is part of the package provided that we have it. An example is if the tractor we had did not have these side vents on it, then they're not going to be included in the package. We would discount any part that we don't have. As an example, if this was a $5,000 package and these were $500 new, we would take $250 off of it per louver because we didn't have it. We go top side to take a look. We don't remove anything just from the lack of, or the not wanting to damage anything. So the receiver dryer should always be replaced new. So we don't cover warranty. We're not telling you to use that. It just stays on it. But these tubes that go to the back, wherever the connection ends is where the package ends. So there you wouldn't get the 90 degree that comes off the engine or whatever this other aftercooler's tied to. But we do find another radiator pipe that comes up to the radiator that would be connected and be included. We may just we would leave the hoses together or on. It's not something we warranty, meaning that's something we don't charge you for them. So that's something you're going to want to replace while you're installing it. So our reservoir tank is all based on its location. This one is on top of the engine, so it's not going to be damaged in a wreck unless there's, well, it's just not. There's going to be a lot more damage if it is. If you needed that particular piece, or just looking here, if you need an alternator bracket, any of those other pieces that potentially could be damaged, just have to ask for those, and we would sell those to you at, outside of the package. So this is how all of our cooling packages are sold. We've sold 3 this month for different various tractors, and that's how we keep them. That's also why we do not sell the AC coolers, the after coolers, the transmission coolers, radiators. That's why we don't sell a fan shroud. It's not, so it's just how we like to sell it. That's how our customers like to buy it. And we know it's not for everyone, but when you have that accident or whatever, it's an awesome deal, because you just take off 4 boats typically and you set the whole module down on it. We have been doing exchanges on some of these. so that we can keep some of the older tractors going. Obviously, it'd be based on the damage. And what we're doing there is, instead of charging you a core, it's we'll pay for the freight to come back on it, and if it has value, then we'll actually just give you a core rebate or refund based on that. Those are things that's really hard to give a number on of what that's going to be valued at. Since we pay for the freight back, you have no risk there as far as any extra cost. If you know that some stuff's good in it, then that's information you can provide up front that helps us maybe give you an idea on what the value would be.